Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jorge and this is actually my first video. The purpose of this video is to share my experience on the CompTIA A Plus exam as well as some tips that I have gathered along the way. So I want to share a little bit more about my background. I'm currently a 3D artist, so in this moment I'm transitioning into IT. So I really would like to share my experience on transitioning into IT. So I'm probably gonna be making more videos on how my path is going. So I've been working in my current career for about a decade now. And I took the decision to transition into IT for like probably about 6 months ago. And I think it was probably around June, July last year. And the reason for that is because in my last job, working as a 3D artist, I was actually working more towards a technical position. I was a technical 3D artist where it actually like helped me gain more, even more skills. Like I deal more with CLIs. I was spending a little bit more time in console logs. I was using this software called Unreal Engine. So you have to learn visual scripting. But they also use like C++. That started to catch my eye, just spending a little bit more of time in the logs of Unreal, working with command lines, making repos and all the stuff. So I just feel like in IT, I can continue to expand my skills towards the technical skills. That was where, yeah, I came with the decision to really like transition and switch into the IT field now. So currently transitioning into IT, where I'm standing right now, I got the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. And now, recently in January, I just got the CompTIA A+. And I'm planning to move towards the Network Plus next. And after the Network Plus, I will continue with the Security Plus. So I started to prepare for the CompTIA Plus certification back in December of 2024. So I think I dedicate like 2 weeks for the core one. I took the core one back in December. After that, after the holidays that I just like chilled back a little bit, I prepared for the core two. And I think it was even faster. I think I prepared like 1 week and a half or less. And yeah, I took the exam. It was the second week of January. So I really recommend to spare probably 2 hours, like 1 to 2 hours every day to study for this certification, especially because of the core one really covers a lot. Like it cover 5 domains, it becomes really extensive. So I think it's good to dedicate probably around 1 to 2 hours. Now the core 2 is only 4 domains, but it's mostly focus on software and operating systems and a little bit of Linux and stuff like that. So I don't think you will really take a lot of time preparing yourself for the core 2. Now, when it comes to the resources that I use to prepare for this exam, I think there are the resources that everybody really recommends. I purchased the core 1 and core 2 Udemy courses from Mike Myers, and I also bought his book. I think his book right here. It's really chunky book, but it's really useful because, for example, someone like me that I spend most of my time in front of the computer, I feel like sometimes I really don't want to be in front of the computer all the time. And just having the book and just, I can just sit and really read and dive even deeper because the material that is in the videos, most of the time it can be that deep, right? So I feel like books really expand more in the knowledge. So that was the reason why I bought the book. And the other resource I used was Professor Mesa videos playlist for the CompTIA A Plus. Really, really good. I really recommend Professor Mesa, only with Mike Myers of Udemy courses and the Professor Mesa videos. Plus with the book, it was all the material I need to prepare for this certification. The last resource I used was using LinkedIn Learning platform. If you're probably paying for LinkedIn, like if you have a subscription, because I think that's covered only in the subscription plan base. So you have access to the learning tab, and usually they have like a bunch of exams that you can use to prepare like for different certifications. So I found you have like four type of exams, like I mean like four different exams for the core one and four different exams for the core two. So that combined with the 50 questions that you get in the Udemy course from Mike Meyer, you get like around like 50 questions from the exam that you get from the mock exam in the Udemy course, plus the 90 questions that you get in the learning tab of LinkedIn. So the day of the exam, you're gonna have roughly about 90 question max, right? So, and this really depends of the amount of performance-based questions that you have. So if you get like probably 3 to 4 performance-based questions, you are gonna get probably around 73 questions, which is around the amount I got in my core two, because in the core one I got like 60 something question, but it's because I got 6 performance based questions like at the beginning. So I think like my recommendation and tip here will be to skip these all performance based questions, because they are gonna really at the beginning it seems like they won't take much time from you, but they will really take a long time, and like that time will start to add up, right? So what I really recommend is to skip all those questions, all the performance-based questions, and start doing the ABC question first. And after you're done with that, you can just return to your performance-based questions, because I start answering the performance-based questions for the core one exam, and I was really running out of time. Like I started answering the performance-based question because I thought, you know what, I think I can just do all these things in one line. And when I saw I only had like 45 minutes left to answer the rest of the question, which were like, I think I had like 60 something question left. Yeah, I do recommend to skip it. That's what I did on the core two. So in the core two, I skip all the performance based question and I answer the ABC question first. And after that, I returned to my performance-based questions, and I didn't even take a long time there in the performance-based question, and I had like plenty of more time to even review my questions again and see if I answer everything right. But yeah, I think that would be my best advice for the exam. So my last tip will be to, when you set your mindset to go for this exam, I feel like the first thing you should do is really schedule it first, because that will make you really want to study hard to pass this exam. You are gonna know that you have a deadline set, and that will make you really push harder to study for this exam. There is no reason on really like setting a day, right? You can always move that day. So far you are doing it 24 hours prior to your exam. You can always move the day out if you still feel like you're not ready to take the exam. So I think that would be my last tip. And if you go to Professor Messer's website, he offered discount for all these certifications. So I'm pretty sure that if you really take your time to study and really go through all the resources I have shared here with you, I'm pretty sure you're gonna pass this exam. So let's go for it. So I think that will be all for now. I'm gonna be sharing more videos about how my experience and this roadmap continues to go toward shifting to IT. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you pass your exam. Good luck, and see you next time.